With the NBA offseason in the past and the regular season starting this week, we take a look at the teams had a successful offseason and what teams will do well this season. Welcome to the first NBA segment of the 2022-2023 season. I'm Olivia Korman, joined by CheRanda Hammond and Kenny Ojeikere. With opening tip this week, with everything from offseason moves, players coming back from injuries, and returners from last season, what teams do you guys think will have an unpredictable season? Kenny, I'll come to you first on this one.
Well, I'll start with the Lakers, who finished 11th in the Western Conference last season. You did not expect that. They had championship hopes, but, injuries happen. AD missed a half of the season. LeBron missed a third of the season. He is getting up in age, so that durability is going to be a problem, And then there's just so many questions. They got new additions like Juan Toscano-Anderson, Patrick Beverley, Kendrick Nunn, and as well as Thomas Bryant. So we don't know how these pieces are going to gel together and if they're going to be able to get back to those championship aspirations, So then Russell Westbrook, he's this great player. We all know him as a triple-double machine, but he hasn't really been good last year. He was the Lakers were the laughing stock of the league, and that was part of his sloppy play, his turnovers, and his just shot selection. You see him breaking shots off the side of the backboard. And then Anthony Davis, with him, you hear nicknames like Always Damaged, Day-to-Day Davis, which is just disrespectful to his name. So while there are questions to that team, say this roster can be healthy, you have Anthony Davis, who is, when healthy, he's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. He's an MVP candidate. You have LeBron. We know what LeBron is. I don't even have to talk about the greatest player of all time. Russell Westbrook, if he can get back on his game, this team is going to be scary because if you have those three gelling together, you have those three playing well, it's going to be scary for the league. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, I definitely remember when they said the Lakers weren't going to be in the playoffs, and I was shocked. I think that's the first time I haven't seen LeBron in the playoffs. But for me, I'm just going to have to go with the team that I feel like everyone's expecting more from, the Brooklyn Nets as opposed to the New York Knicks. You have Ben Simmons, who he was hurt. It was more like he was having a fashion show during the playoffs. He was dressing up super nice just to sit on the bench. Kevin Durant and Kyrie, didn't really seem like they were meshing together too well. Kyrie opted in during the offseason to stay. Kevin Durant requested a trade, and it seemed like all was possible for him to go anywhere else, except no team really wanted to try and take him or had anything to offer. So he's back with the Nets. I'm really excited to see. I feel like they're either going to be really good or really bad. Ben Simmons' shot is not a fan favorite. But I feel like the chemistry is just not going to be there still. They're going to have a few more years to build.
Yeah, all that offseason drama was crazy, but I think Ben Simmons will be able to bring it together. I think he could really help that team out.
Yeah.
Teams are unpredictable, like all Philadelphia teams, 76ers. They had a great offseason, and they gave up the trade pick they had. But maybe still have high hopes for them. Talking about high hopes, what team do you guys have high hopes for this year?
So I got to go with the 2022 NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors. You have Steph, you have Clay, you have Draymond, you have Wiggins, and you have Jordan Poole. I believe during the finals, they created a nickname for the starting five, PTSD for Wiggins, Poole, Thompson, Steph, Draymond. Just a great team. I feel like they're definitely going to make another run. I am also worried about their chemistry, though, given the fact that Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole in the face. So it seems like things are getting a little intense, but I feel like there's definitely more to the story that we haven't seen just yet.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I feel like Draymond's just that big brother. Stuff happens in practice. It's just that this stuff got leaked. So I feel like the Warriors are going to be just fine. They have the head coach. They're going to bring it together. I think they should finish the top 3 seed easily. I don't think that this is going to really affect them too much.
Yeah, Steve Kerr is definitely the best coach to have all that. But, yeah, I'm really excited.
Well,
I want to talk about the Denver Nuggets. I'm so excited for Jamal Murray to be back. He has missed 100-plus games due to an ACL injury that he suffered a couple years back. And then Michael Porter Jr., he's going to come back. So I'm going to go back to Jamal Murray for a second. We all remember the bubble. He averaged 26 points per game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds, and he finished with around 50, 45, and 90 shooting. That is insane. We saw Jamal Murray put up 2 50-point games in a single series. That is something I've never heard of before. I cannot wait for the Nuggets to get back that shot creator, that playmaker. Jokic is going to get Jamal Murray back. And we don't even got to talk about Jokic. We know he's a back-to-back MVP. We haven't seen a skill set like Jokic ever before. I think he's the greatest passing big man of all time. And then I'll circle back to Michael Porter Jr. I think he's the closest thing that we have to Kevin Durant. He's 6'10", he can shoot, he can handle the ball. My thing is, I just hope he had that time to develop mentally. You know, he only played 9 games last season. So as long as he comes back and he returns well, I just hope that he can have better shot selection and just improve on the defensive end. Because if he does that, you have guys off the bench like Ish Smith, who's a great vet guy. You have DeAndre Jordan to back up Jokic. You have Bones Highland, who I'm a huge fan of, rookie who averaged 10 points and 2 assists last season. Say Bones Highland can develop under guys like Ish Smith. These guys, they know how to win. They've been in positions. I didn't even mention Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who won the ring in the bubble a couple years back with the Lakers. So they have guys who know what it takes to win. They have guys who have had deep playoff runs. The Nuggets are a stacked roster. I think they'll go deep. I have huge expectations for them.
I'm really excited to see Michael Porter Jr. I feel like ever since he got drafted, I have not seen him play one NBA game, and just with Jamal Murray and the Joker, it's going to be a great season ahead. We have some really good basketball coming.
We definitely have good basketball coming this season. Well, that's all the time we have tonight. Keep following us for more NBA coverage throughout the season. For CheRanda Hammond and Kenny Ojeikere, I'm Olivia Korman. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of the week.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night. We hope you liked that segment.
And we're sure there's other Penn State Sports Night segments that you are going to love as well. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content.
And check us out on social media for updates and behind the scenes clips and pics. Follow us on Twitter at PSSN TV and on Instagram at PSU Sports Night to keep up with all the action.
For all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.